What is up, my friends, and welcome to another video on the new patch. Now, this is going to be a different video than you would expect from me on the new patch. And the reason for that is that I am rebelling against the new patch, okay? I just made a post on YouTube, actually, so I'll see what your opinions are soon enough. Probably I'll check after this video. But honestly, I've been playing for a week, guys, and I'm starting to think, and I know this is a strong opinion. Obviously, my opinion can change. I'm not married to the opinion here, but I'm starting to think that this might be the worst Terran patch I have ever seen in StarCraft 2. And it's kind of weird because Terran honestly didn't really change much in the patch. The only thing that really changed is the 12 to 8 worker start. But for Terran, I feel like the 8 worker start honestly really just... It feels like absolute crap, okay? Because we have to make SCVs one by one. We don't have Chrono Boost or Larva, and it feels like every single game I play, I'm just behind from the start. Like, I'm not kidding, like, it actually feels that bad. PvT was good for Protoss in the last patch, and I was really hoping that it'd be better in this patch, but honestly, it feels worse. And Zerg is just 10% stronger, so being a Terran in this patch, so far, it feels like absolute crap. And I am going to be rebelling against the patch. Today, at least. After this, I'll make cool patch videos again or whatever. Or maybe to keep rebelling against the patch, I'll finally do that Legacy of the Void campaign that you guys have been begging me to do. But anyway, today I'm going to be rebelling against the patch by cheesing literally everyone. I don't care who I play. I don't even care if they're Terran. I'm going to be cheesing everyone in the most disgusting way. Now, this is a bit of a banger opening match because I am playing against potentially the biggest Zerg cheeser on the ladder. This guy cheeses every game. And you usually don't want to do a Terran cheese against a Zerg cheese. But like I said, I don't care. I'm going to cheese everyone. This is my teenage rebel phase, okay? I will not stand for this. I need money back, okay? I need my meals faster. I need eco. I want economy as well. So this is my ultimate rebelling video. I'm not even going to think about the cheeses I'm doing. Well, I automatically do, but I'm just going to be doing the most disgusting cheeses. I'm going to send my SCVs across the map every game. I'm going to proxy stuff in their face, and that's what this entire video is going to be about, honestly. So, saddle up, get ready. The games are going to be quick. That's probably a hatch first, actually. Let's see. I might also want to go up into the main base. That is 6 Zerglings. Let's go a little bit further. Oh, that Overlord's going to hurt him. Actually, what I can do is I can hold position an SCV over here. Look at this. Okay. Oh, did we baited him? He wanted to go save the Overlord, but he couldn't anyway, so he wanted to go out. This SCV is actually kind of nice, I think. It's going to block the pathing of those links. I'm just going to be standing here. I don't even want to go too deep. I'm actually just going to stand there. Probably use my SCV for this now. I think this trade is going to be fantastic for me, honestly. There we go. I don't want to lose this SCV, though. Let's run this away for just a sec. Probably would have been safer to just finish that base, honestly, but it is what it is. Okay, now we're going to be killing this. Probably make... gases behind it? Yeah, let's make some gases for a one-base factory. I'm literally going to refuse to expand this game, by the way. I don't... Especially for the starter of this video. I don't even care if it's going to be smart. I am not expanding. The first expansion I'll take this game, that's a promise, is me flying my main base to my natural. If I run out of mineral patches. That's the only expansion I'm going to take. Or maybe I'll planetary rush this base or something. But I refuse to take a normal one, okay? That's a promise, guys. If I break it, I am no longer uThermal. That's what's on the line right now. Now, you could go for a big run by, so I think I want to make sure to stay here. Should probably wall this off, right? Yeah, I should wall this off. I want to make more bunkers, but I'm afraid that he's going to make Ravagers. That's pretty much the entire thing that's going on here. I could make like 5 bunkers in front of his base. I would enjoy that. But if he makes Ravagers, then that's going to be a bit of a waste of money. That's an Overlord. It could be a bait, but he can't really bait me because... Oh, I made another bunker. I don't think he saw the other bunker, guys. Yeah, that other bunker is going to be very, very nice. Okay. Oh, I did lose... Maybe it would have been nice to have one SCV alive so I could have remake that bunker. Yeah, I was going to say he can't bait me because he's going to lose in the range of the bunkers anyway. And then we're going to go out here. The reason why we want to stand out here is so we can target banelings with these pretty much. Now, what am I going to do behind this? Actually, I kind of want to play like... I could do... Proxy Banshee? No, he is an Overlord on my side, probably, right? Yeah, look. Okay, so that's... Okay, those are going to be for Banes on my side of the map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that he can't run by too easily by making a wall with Marines here. And I'm going to make Hellions from that guy. Unless he has like a drop or something. Which I don't think he does. because those Banelings were relatively quick, then he can't actually reach my base with more stuff. Gonna be making Hellions here, and then I'm gonna go for the one base double starport, because, yeah, what else would you do? Like, realistically, guys, what else would you do in a situation like this? Expanding is not on the menu, so what are... Actually, I'm thinking of flying my barracks to his natural to block him. That's a pretty sick play, actually. Yeah, okay, his links are here, then we're gonna do it. I'm gonna... Look at this. So we have, like, a little bit of an... what do you call it? A funnel, maybe? Yeah, a little bit of a funnel. Now, he's probably going to have more Banes, so we're going to do this. Let's see. Good splitties actually there for us. Yeah, he doesn't have that many Banings left. I think we're barely going to lose this fight, but it's very close, actually. Now I can bring my Hellions over. Let's see, oh, he's actually going to go across the map instead. Look at this. Wait, guys, even better. I can actually wall my Marines in below the ramp. Wait, really? Oh my god, look at that positioning. Oh, this is the StarCraft I want. None of that noob. Look at this! How sick is that? That is the sickest unit positioning I've ever done, I think. Oh my god, that is cool. Now, he's actually counterattacking me, or is he just chilling somewhere? Now, he can use a queen to kill these, so that's what I'm expecting to happen, actually. Yeah, I don't want to go out, honestly. I feel like he could counterattack me at any point. Here, we do this. And then we just land them if I have to. Oh, he's still making... That's actually a nice intel. He's still making mass links. Look at the micro, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, if I was him, I would actually just attack. Wait, now what I'm gonna do? Now I'm gonna block his expansion from landing. That's the next play. Oops, I didn't actually realize my Hellions were here. That's my bad. Okay. Oh, what did I just do? Oh my goodness, what a start. I wish I could blame that on the patch too, but I can't. So that one's on me. A good amount of Banes. Actually, I would like to drive my Hellions into the Banes, yeah. He wanted to catch me, but I actually wanted to do that, because otherwise the Banelings would blow up my wall. And that would honestly be way more annoying. And now he's morphing more Banelings somewhere here, but I have 2 Banshees, because I'm playing one base double starport. GG is called. And there we are. StarCraft is so back, baby. We have circumvented the patch with a rebellious phase. Didn't play super well this game. I think strategically I played fantastic. I love pretty much everything I did here. I just, micro-wise, was a little bit slow. Lifting my CC, not the best, but it's a good warm-up game. And this is the StarCraft I want to play. Let's go to game number 2. Game number 2 is going to be against a Terran. Okay, well, like I said, guys, I don't give a crap who we're going to play against. We're going to cheese them, even if they are my race and, you know, we have the same problems. He's gonna get cheesed. I'm sorry, bro, but you hit me on the wrong day, okay? This is not the day you want to beat me on. Unless you're really good at defending cheese, but I think most people, they don't play against cheese that often. I don't play ladder that much. Hi. Yeah, it's a suspicious opener for a 1v1. That's gonna lead into a question. He's about to ask me... What's going on? I can't, bro, sorry. Ask Blizzard. Yeah, I mean, at least I know Sonic is with me, guys. I'm not entirely alone. At least Sonic is with me. TVZ is... Actually, there's nothing really particular that changed about the way it's played. Zerg is just a little bit ahead now because of the larva changes. But I have it on relatively reliable rumors that perhaps even by the time this video is uploaded, there could have been a hotfix already. That's the word on the street, at least. I mean, that's kind of what the community is expecting, to be honest, but it's... I do want to address one thing real quick about the new patch, by the way. Is that I know Zerg is doing really well, but there is a trap that you can fall into, which is that, for example, PvZ has been good for Protoss for a while now. So, don't forget that it is expected that Zerg does a bit better against Protoss now, right? Like, I feel like what happens often in patches that are like a little bit broken is that people get used to seeing certain people win. So when their race gets nerfed and then all of a sudden they lose, it's like it creates, you know, this person is not supposed to lose this match kind of thing in your brain, and then you think it's broken. But Zerg is supposed to do a little bit better against Protoss right now because it has been Protoss favored for a little while. So not every result means that it's broken, right? Just wanted to clarify that real quick. This SCV arrived at a suspicious timing. Looks like he wanted to take an expansion. I think I'm just gonna go in. I know his Reaper's about to finish, but whatever. I just feel like going in. I do have to get out at some point. You know what? I'm going to stay close to this ledge for a little bit. Oh, this is risky by me. Okay, I'm going to stay close to this ledge so I can... Oh, that is not a ledge. Oh, oopsie. This is the ledge. Yeah, stay close to the ledge so you can jump out when his Reaper finishes. Based on the timing of that, I think my Reaper is about 20 seconds faster. So that means we have until about 2:55 to harass him now, basically. So let's keep that in mind. I'm actually going to take my gas over here. All right, let's jump in. We have about until 2:55, I said. So about 10 more seconds from this point on. He's probably hiding... Oh, that's too early. Oh, he's not playing a Reaper. Oh, that's such good trades for me, actually. Because the Marine is going to die anyway, most likely. Let's see. He didn't target the lower HP one. He's going to try now, most likely. I need to be careful because his Reaper is healing. And mine is not going to be healing. So let's dip out real quick. And then we're going to go back in again soon. This is one of my favorite builds on the new patch for TVT, by the way. Even if I wasn't on my rebellious phase. The proxy Adrax Reaper against Terran is kind of nasty. It's hard to micro and you need to know the maps, but it's kind of nasty. It's really kind of nasty. Okay, let's jump in here now. Should have 2 Marines and a Reaper, I believe. Let's see if I can... Oh, that's a nice start to the fight. Oh, that's such a fat hit on those Reapers. Or on that one Reaper, I mean. And look, he's losing so much. The Reaper is now dead. I don't want to let myself get trapped here. So I'm going to go this way. I'll sacrifice a Reaper. Maybe I even could have saved that, actually. I kind of thought it was screwed no matter what, but I probably could have saved that. Want to make sure to not get trapped by the Hellion. There's probably a Marine about to finish. I think I'm going to dip here real quick, actually. You know what? Oh, I was about to make a Cyclone. Hey, I made a command center this time. I forgot. Actually, no, that was a last game thing only. I'm probably going to build some expansions this game, but honestly, it would have fit me more if I would have proxied the starport or something. But yeah, this build is absolutely nasty, by the way. TVT, get used to this one, guys. The proxy 8 Barracks Reaper, it hits like a truck. Their Reaper is 20 seconds faster than yours, roughly. Maybe even, I mean, technically, I could have built it here, and then it would have been... 23 seconds or whatever. So this is a build to keep in mind. So far, we are 2-0. We met one unfortunate Terran player who was also mad at TVZ. Beat 1 Zerg so far. Let's keep it going. Game number 3 is against another Terran. Okay, I mean, I'm just going to keep experimenting. I do like my variety. Variety within proxying next to their base, I mean. I would like to go for like a 1-Rax Marauder. I would probably have to execute this differently than the Reaper. So if you go for... Reapers are just a pure snowball unit, right? Like you just want to keep, do damage non-stop and just keep going. And you want to do it as early as possible, if you can. With Proxy Marauder, you more just want to have a good build with it, I would say. So I don't think I want to go for... I'm going to go for... Let's try a 10 depot, actually. We'll make it at the front here. 10 depot... This is low eco as hell, but it's... Yeah, I know this sounds crazy, but this might be worse eco than the 8 Barracks Proxy Reaper, because with it's not as expensive, Here, we need to make a tech lab, concussive shells, marauders, which cost 100 minerals, so I think we're probably going to have a non-existent follow-up, basically. But that's okay. We're going to experiment today, and sadly, another poor Terran is going to be getting cheesed by us here. But that's alright, They understand... Wait, oh, oopsie. Well, actually, that's incredibly fortunate for us. Because I also wanted to try this against Protoss. If he was Zerg, this would be like the worst build I could ever do. Oh, thank goodness he's not Zerg. Wow, he tricked me with the portrait. Why do I always fall for the freaking portrait, guys? I feel like the dumbest person ever, but it happens to me like every time. Well, anyway, I mean, this is really not so bad. This is... something I wanted to try against Protoss. Someone recommended this to me in Twitch chat even. My friend DJ, if he's watching. And this is going to be an exciting one. Now, probably would have... Yeah, I think maybe I would have liked more eco doing this against Protoss, but it's okay. Let's see. Okay, so he's scouting. Well, he saw the direction of my SCV, but he was paying attention. Doesn't really look like he was paying attention, to be honest, but I guess we'll find out. Proxy Gateway? Ah, oh, well, this is gonna get spicy as hell. Okay, I did not foresee the Proxy Gateway. How am I gonna manage this? Oh, that's actually gonna be pretty tough. If we were doing Proxy Reaper, this would be pretty much an instant win, I think, for us, actually. I think Proxy Reaper wins against this basically for free. Proxy Marauder, I have no idea. I feel like maybe I'm dead? I'm really not quite sure. That's a really nasty surround by us, though. Look at that surround. That's very nice. Okay. Marauders are going to go into the main base. I have enough money for a third Marauder as well, which is great. Let's go in over here. Almost got a nice surround there. I gotta make sure that I don't get surrounded myself. Oh, okay, there we go. That is a nice surround. Okay, here we go. Let's run out. Let's look at his micro. I think his micro is barely not good enough on that on those probes over there. We're gonna have a fourth Marauder as well. I think that we might be able to win this one. I think that we might be able to win this one, to be honest. It's gonna be very close. Watch this. The juke. The drill. Oh, we actually got the drill. No way. We got the drill off. Oh, but he managed to kill one of the SCVs. His battery is now drained. Did he have money for a Stargate or something? I don't think so. Actually, look at this. Oh, I was trying to distract the pros, but I should have had them on A move, of course. Okay, he's now recalling a Stalker. Maybe two. Two Stalkers. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to target those Stalkers. I'm actually going to go through. There we go. That's one. The SCV is going to get the kill. The SCV actually got the kill. That is brutal. What he's going to try to do is he's going to try to recharge the battery. He is mad because he paused on pause 3 times and we get yet another dub. I still cannot tell you guys whether I should win or lose this. I'm kind of leaning towards him probably winning this encounter usually. Because like I got the surround on the first zealot instantly. And the thing is, what you can do is you can just put your zealots here, right? In this case, I wouldn't let him get there, but he should at least not get surrounded. And then you could even go from behind here. And then you're just kind of screwed, I think. And then at some point, he's going to be able to defend this. I mean, if you have 3 Stalkers and your probes, you're basically going to kill infinite. Well, not infinite. Okay, that's totally not true. 3 or 4 Marauders you would be able to kill. I think I can make 4 at most. Yeah, I think perfect play. He should probably win this one, but it's hard to say. I mean, I could also consider making a bunker here, for example. Incredibly interesting matchup here. This is going to happen a lot, by the way. Proxy Gate, going to be super popular in this game. I think it's one of the broken builds for Protoss. That's what I'm going to do. I should probably do an episode like this with every single race, actually. That would be really fun. Rebelling against the patch with every single race might already be hotfixed by that time, but I don't need an excuse to cheese, guys. Trust me. I have enough reasons and enough will to cheese. Let's go to game number 4. Okay, game number 4 is a rematch. So we had a Zerg, then a Terran, then a Protoss, and now we have the same Zerg. So obviously, we do have to switch it up a little bit. Actually, let's get a little fancy here, because there are a couple builds that I've been really curious about. So, previously, excuse me, I thought that all the elaborate cheeses did become worse in the 8-worker start because it takes too long to get online. But there's still a couple that I'm curious about, because we had some, I would say, cheeses that were in the questionable category. Like some cheeses undeniably became better. And some were in the questionable category, which was Cannon Rush and Proxy Hatch, I believe, for me. Now, I had some really crazy builds, like, for example, the 1-base Hell Battle in. And I am very curious to see if that one is going to be good. Now, this guy is quite likely to roach all in us, to be honest. So we'll see how good of an idea that is. But I'm very, very interested. So I think this build was actually double gas. I am going to go for a gas first instead. Oh, by the way, pro tip. This is very early new patch, by the way, but pro tip. I think that if you play gas first now, in the previous patch you would make it whenever you had the money. Now I think you actually just make it at 13 right away, because otherwise it's really, really quick. And I don't think you want to saturate the gas that fast. For more tips and builds, make sure to join the Patreon, of course. Now Terran is, in my opinion, struggling a little bit. Once again, could be a hotfix very soon. I'll be uploading some disgusting builds to help you guys with those. Also going to pay attention to the other races, of course. And I'm going to be following the meta with those. So, for example, now Zerg is strong. I can upload nice, safe Zerg builds so you guys don't die to crap. And then if Zerg gets fixed a little bit, I'll also upload disgusting cheeses with those. So make sure to check out the Patreon. Best way to support me, my career, and RTS in general, since I use it to host tournaments and stuff. So it would be awesome if you guys would check that out. I'm gonna go for Marine No. Can I go for Marine Reactor? I don't actually think I can. Also, I don't even know if I need this second gas. I think I need just a little bit of gas. Reactor, depot... Yeah, actually it looks fine, I think. It looks fine, yeah. I do have to be careful, because I don't have a scout. It's a little bit of a weird paradox that if you cheese, other cheeses are scarier to you. Now, sometimes you do a build that blind counters a cheese, but the problem is that if you cheese, you often don't have money. Because you want to hit as fast as possible, right? I'm just looking for an Overlord, but I'm looking very far. That's my mistake. Should never gone this far out. You don't actually have money to scout because you want your cheese to hit hard. So stuff like pull first could just kill my Marine very easily, which would be very unfortunate. I mean, the build feels decent so far, I have to say. There we saw a Ling. Let's just run away. Could have been 2 or 6, doesn't actually matter. Oh, it's a good... Okay, that's good to know. It's a decent amount of Ling, so it's very likely to be some kind of cheese. Ling speed. That changes things. Ling speed probably means that it's not Roach. But it could be that, exactly. I feel like we should be completely fine here, actually. I could be wrong, but I feel like we should be completely fine, because I can hide over here. Look at this. Okay. Get the Hellion just a little bit further back. It's some really nice hits from that Hellion, by the way. Alright. Oh, I gotta claim territory here. Okay, let's see. Decent split, actually. And then we close this off again. And I think we have defended it. Yeah. This was just one of the cases where my build was just good against his by default. However, sacrificing that Marine for the Scout was very, very important. Because, this is actually very interesting here. Let me explain this little dynamic. Normally, what you actually want to do... by the way, I have a big advantage because I know this guy's a cheeser. Okay? It really changes things. But normally what you want to do is you actually want to stand out here with your Marines and Hellion. Because you want to deny the Overlord from scouting your natural. Actually, on this patch, I don't know if that's still a thing. Because the Overlord arrives fast. So maybe on this patch, it's not even a thing. It could be that the new fast Overlord actually... By the way, just to clarify that as well. The Overlord is slower, but since it's 8 worker start, it arrives relatively faster in the game. So this build might actually not be a thing because of that. But there's so many interesting dynamics here. I could talk about this for eons. But what I wanted to say is normally you want to stand out here. But now... since my Marine saw that he had link speed and a couple extra links, I made sure to keep everything in the main base and that changed things. So, another dub. Very nice game. I have absolutely no conclusion on whether this build works. Let's go to game number 5. For game number 5, we got a 6.3k barcode Terran. Okay, that is a brutal amount of MMR. Now, I guess we can actually take this opportunity to do the Proxy Marauder, but against Terran this time, instead of against Protoss by mistake. Let's see. I'm not quite sure how I want to execute it still. I feel like this is one of the things that I'll just need a lot of experience, because normally... normally... Now, this is the new normal, but in the 12 worker patch, Proxy Marauder was basically a macro build in the way where you didn't make it like particularly early, so let's try that. I think the other Proxy Marauder that we did, we cut 1 or 2 SCVs, and it felt decent, honestly. It really didn't feel that bad. I didn't have to send it that quickly. I didn't know when I was going to build the barracks, honestly. So I just sent it really quickly. But you didn't... It felt okay, the last version. And now we're going to do a more macro-heavy version. I'll just build it in his natural and see. I mean, honestly, it's fine. It's not like you can use the tech lab anyway. It's like you... yeah, you make 2 Marauders or 3, pretty much. And then you stop building them. And then at some point, he's going to kill the tech lab. But it's not like I want to make a factory for it. Now, actually, interesting to note, as opposed to doing a Proxy Reaper, where you need to make the gas instantly, with a Proxy Marauder, you only need 25 gas by the time the barracks finishes, instead of 50. So you can perfectly fine make a barracks and then an SCV and then the gas. You don't have to, like, rush the gas or delay the barracks or whatever, you know? You can actually just do it very simply. Don't have to think about the builder that much. That's definitely one thing that suits better to this patch than the Proxy Reaper. I still really love the Proxy Reaper against Terran, by the way. I'll probably make a guide for that build fully on Patreon as well, because I think that build's actually awesome. Nice thing about Patreon builds, by the way, guys, is that it is actually exclusive to the Patreon. So if I make a guide fully here on YouTube, that means that everyone's going to steal it, and then everyone can counter it very, very viciously. And every Terran in the world is going to abuse it as well. So, well, there you guys get private access, which is very nice. Now, can I afford the factory? Barely not, actually. Okay, so that's different. Then we're going to switch it up a little bit. Oh, do I really... God. I think I should have delayed the gas, maybe, because I can't really afford the factory anyway. Yeah, this build's going to need a lot of experimentation. The build was pretty much 100% figured out in the previous patch. You skip 2 SCVs, so you can make the factory and the depot, while also not blocking yourself on 2 Marauders. But here, you can't do that anyway. So on this patch, this might actually be a 1-gas build. It's kind of looking like it's a 1-gas build on this patch, which is crazy. Let's see how this is going to play out. So my opponent's pretty clearly playing double gas or a high ground expansion, which we've seen a lot, actually. We've seen a lot of high ground expo. Reaper probably should have reached my base already at this point, so I'm leaning towards the high ground expo or a proxy. Let's see. And here we are. That is a one gas expand, pretty sure, actually. Oh, gotta be very careful here. Okay. Now, I don't have high ground vision yet, so that's a little bit of an annoyance. Okay. And we're gonna fly the barracks at the next attempt, basically. There we go. 3 Marauders are now finished, and then we fly the barracks for a vision, and then we build the command center over here. And now we have the barracks, and that's going to be very annoying for him. Oh, a little bit of miss micro on my side, actually. I should have been able to save that Marauder, I think. He's not actually going to kill these. This is really unpleasant for him, by the way. Can I get one extra look at the micro? The target fire with the slow. Yeah, awesome. Okay, there we go. We're going to make a tech lab here. Actually, I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to follow up with double starport. It looks like a very nice start for us. Not the best execution on our part, but the micro was good. So nothing really to complain about. There we go. We're going to get 2 depots. I believe that we got 6 SCVs maybe? 6 SCVs or so? Now, I was going to say, he could have microed the other one. Look how many, he's even losing more SCVs. Okay, wow, how did that... What was that downtown cyclone? What the heck, can I get one more? Perfect micro, maybe? Well, it wasn't perfect micro. With perfect micro, I would have killed another one, actually. Interestingly enough. Okay, let's fly this barracks away. And then we need another gas over here. I think I would have rather... Okay, here's the thing. I think my build is dumb anyway. The follow-up is dumb. The proxy marauder is fine. The follow-up is dumb. But... I think I kind of wanted to go for no Cyclone, so I could have gotten Banshees plus speed. That honestly would have been pretty awesome. Now I can't afford my stuff, but... God, that would have been a really super dumb follow-up, but I would have enjoyed it so much. Let's get speed after all. Let's get speed anyway. Here we go. Yeah, the thing is, he's going to attack me with his Cyclone. I'm going to drop my mules in the main base. And like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, this build worked 100%, by the way. If you guys are not sure how successful this build was, it worked 100%. It's just that my follow-up is so crap that I think I might die to his 2 yeah, exactly this. To his 2 Cyclones walking across the map. It's not that easy to tell, actually. Let's see. I think I'll probably get a lock-on into one of his Cyclones. Okay, there we go. Barely not? Oh, barely not. Okay. If I escaped there, it would have been a very good moment for us. In fact, we probably would have won the game on the spot with that. I'm not even exaggerating that. Probably win the game on the spot. Right now, it's still in question, I think. The fact that this game is still in question now shows that this position was really extremely good for us, to be honest. Okay, let's see. Get a lock on. We're going to be able to kill 1 Cyclone there, I believe. Exactly, there we go. He can't actually lock on that easily. Okay. Now got 2 Banshees over here. No cloak yet, by the way. Very notable. Okay, let's actually save this. But these 2 Banshees are going to go ham. Let's make sure to... Okay, he made a tank behind this. That's very, very nice for us. Make sure to save this. Get a lock onto the medevac. There we go. Probably just fight with everything I have. Oh, he got a lock on. Don't want to have that. Here we go. Let's get a little bit of a fight. These Banshees are going to kill pretty much everything at this point. I am going to lose my Cyclones, I think. But we'll see. Tank is coming across the map as well, by the way. Keep that in mind. Oh, we got a lock on. Oh, barely didn't manage to micro that in time, unfortunately. Okay, I think he made a mistake with the Cyclone. Yes, he did. He does have a tank somewhere. So let's keep that in mind, right? The tank could absolutely pop off. Hey, let's just kill everything that's here with these 2 Banshees. I think a Viking is probably here. I would imagine that he went for Viking and not Cyclone. Oh, he did actually go for Cyclone. That's a mistake by him for sure. Okay, so we're going to be able to kill that. He's going to drop an auto turret. Oh, he actually went for both. Interesting. Oh, how? I am so bad right now. This is just... Oh, everything here is terrible by me. What on earth am I doing? I'm clowning. The fact that I can still win this game after all this really shows how good this opening was. With, oh my goodness, what was wrong with me? God, this was all so bad. He is about to have another auto turret. He's being a little brave there with that Raven, I have to say. Second Cyclone on the way. Okay, we're just going to go in here and kill all the SCVs that he has remaining. He didn't drop any mules in this time. GG is called. And we do indeed still win the game. after I tried to throw this game so royally, we still beat a 6.3k Terran, probably a Korean pro if I had to guess, by the way. 6.3k Terran with the opening. The build was really not optimized at all. Yeah, Person Marauder is still good, I think. It's kind of hard to judge from this game because, like I said, after throwing so much, we still won, but it was a good situation for us where he went for a... didn't actually matter if it's Marine or Reaper. In this case, he went for the standard. Actually, was it Reaper into Marine? Marine into Reaper. Okay, so he adapted that. That's interesting, actually. I've seen that before. That's interesting to note for later. Anyway, the order doesn't matter because it's still the same. The situation was good for us for sure. I think it would have been even better if we didn't have a wall, because then what you can do is you can make a bunker here, or an eBay even better with the SCV, and then you give high ground vision. So it was a pretty good situation for us. Could have microed even better because I lost one Marauder here, but let's quickly check what we had. I think he was probably down to 7 SCVs down with a slightly faster command center, and this was probably the worst I could have done this build. So it was indeed very good. Follow was terrible, micro was terrible, my gameplay was terrible, but we still won. And this was me rebelling against the patch. I think we beat 2 Zergs, 2 Terran players, and 1 Protoss, and that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. Let me know if you want me to do this with Zerg or Protoss as well. I really just had to get out of my system today. I played a couple normal games with Terran. It was not enjoyable. Very, very painful experience for me. And that's why I had to do this. I didn't actually know what I wanted to record today. But after playing a couple warm-up games, I realized that this is exactly what I wanted to do. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give the video a like. Check out that Patreon. Subscribe to the channel over here. And I'll see you all for the next video. Adios.